Hey guys, Tesla Tim here, and this morning we're going to be taking a ride to Salamanca, New York to visit one of my florists to possibly sign on them to use our software. So we just got back from the gym and we drove Phoenix. So we actually are going to drive Megatron to Salamanca. It's about an hour-and-a-half ride, about 70 miles one way, so it's a 90D. It charges to about 260 miles of range, so we have plenty of range to get there and back without charging or supercharging. So let's go ahead and get this on the charger and get this car on the road. Alright, so both vehicles, Phoenix is now in the garage, Megatron's now ready to ride. So let's go to Salamanca and see if we can get this florist to buy our software. We'll see it. So we're in the vehicle, and make sure you turn the climate on because it's getting a little warm in here. But you can see our calendars popped up here. Our daughter has a game today at Akron. But we're going here. We're going to visit the Swan Street Florist. So all you do when you have your calendar up is just click on that, and as long as you have your address in there, it'll automatically map it for you. So it's mapping, and it's kind of giving us turn by turn over here on the left hand side if it can focus for you. Here we are. So we're on our way, about an hour and 47 minutes. Let's do it. 90 miles. Some Autopilot 2.0 driving on the 90 on our way to Salamanca. It's a little peek in. We are autopiloting about 73 miles an hour, 235 miles of battery, and we got about an hour and 20 minutes left, 72 miles to go. So it's a little peek in of what we got going on. Nothing special. Now there was a software update that came through last night that I pushed into the car, and it didn't really say much. It basically said like if I can get to it. It just said this release contains minor fixes and improvements. So nothing really groundbreaking, but I noticed that when we switched lanes today, before the update, when we would switch lanes, it would be very, I wouldn't say violent, but it would switch lanes very hard, where it would wake my wife up if she was taking a nap on a long trip. But today we actually switched lanes and it was nice and smooth, which is pretty awesome. So maybe they actually put in some refinements to Autopilot 2.0 in this new update. Who knows? But we're on our way. We will roll some film as we get closer. Alright, so about 38 miles left to go. Still autopiloting, so majority of our time on autopilot. Been pretty smooth. I'm going to do a lane change here so you can kind of feel and see what happens. So all you do is you just use a blinker, and if there's a dotted line, you'll see that if there's a solid line, it wouldn't go over. So right now we're gonna do a blinker. It shows that. Watch how smooth that is. That's how smooth that was. We're gonna go back here in a second. So now there's nobody behind me, so we'll go back. Nice and smooth. So another thing too that you can do, and I'm sure all of anybody that has a Tesla has already figured it out, but when you're autopiloting, On the Autopilot stock, there's actually a dial at the very end. And if you turn that dial, you can actually set your length, the distance between you and the car ahead of you. See how it says 4 car lengths? You go back in here, 3 car lengths. If you're a tailgater, go 1 car length. So it's pretty neat. All right, so about 38 miles to go, and then we'll roll some film a little bit when we get to the Florist. Going through the heart of Ellicottville. We're climbing the hills here. They're pretty steep hills, and that's the beautiful thing about the Tesla vehicles is they have no problem climbing at all. They climb like there's not a hill there at all. When you're driving your ICE car, you basically you're pegging your RPMs as you're climbing, and the cars or the trucks struggling depending on what kind of vehicle you have. But with these, I mean, climbing the hills, as you can see, is super easy. I'm going downhill now. I'm actually regenerating a little power back into the battery as we go downhill. But I'm going to go up this hill right now. It's pretty steep. Watch how easy it happens. Right, I'm going to go ahead and cut it a little bit. Like butter. Like a hot knife through butter. That easy. No struggles at all. That's one of the beauties of owning a Tesla. There's so much power there. And passing somebody is a piece of cake, and climbing hills is a piece of cake as well. Alright, so we'll see you when we get there. Alright, so we made it to the flower shop. It's actually Swan Street Florists. And Model X did a really good job driving here. Let's go ahead and get my backpack out. And we'll talk to Amy. And see, give him a demo of the software and see what happens. Alright. See you in there. Here's a couple pictures when we were inside this florist doing training. Enjoy. So we got to Swan Street Florists, and we gave them a demo of our software, and that went pretty good. And now we're on our way to eat. We're gonna think about eating at EBC Brewery. We're in Ellicottville, and parked the Model X here. And we're gonna be going to eat at the EBC Brewing Company. There's the wife. There she is, just kind of sitting there. All right, I look in at inside EBC. I look at Brewing Company. Ellicottville Brewing Company. Gorgeous area here. We're eating outside. There's the beautiful wifey. It is really nice here. Alright guys, so we just finished lunch at EBC, Ellicottville Brewing Company in Ellicottville, New York. And so we're going to be on our way back home, but I want to talk a little bit about our visit with our florists. They were a flower shop that hadn't used any technology at all. They were basically a basic flower shop, just paper and pen. So we're actually introducing a point of sale system to them that is technology, computers, and a POS. So the Floral POS is the name of our company, and name of the company that we visited was Swan Street Florists. and we kind of did a demo for them there, and so we'll see what happens with that. So on our way to Holiday Valley right now. I'm going to try to fly. I just bought the DJI Mavic Pro, and we had the Phantom before, but my son actually crashed it into the ocean. So, and I didn't have any insurance on it, so very expensive and depressing. So I went out and bought I was doing some research, and I saw the DJI Mavic Pro was the best drone bang for your buck. So we got that. So I'm going to do its maiden flight here in a minute, and I might put that up on YouTube as well. So let's go ahead and head to Holiday Valley and see what happens. Holiday Valley right there. All right, so this is the maiden flight of our drone, our DJI Mavic Pro, and we had a Phantom before, and just I wanted to spin around the Model X, and I got to get used to the controls to smooth everything out. But in the future, I want to do like a follow feature where you kind of follow the Model X from behind while somebody's driving it, so we can it'd be kind of a cool shot. I was trying to fly it here, kind of not into the Model X, but kind of fly it in and then up above the wings. It kind of get a good shot there. It was kind of neat. If you look behind me, there's a couple of workers or maintenance workers there actually watching me in the Model X and the drone flying around. And actually, one of the guys came over and was asking questions about the Model X, very curious about that. So I actually flew the drone over into Holiday Valley where the ski lifts are and all that good stuff too, and flew it about 1,000, 2,000 feet away from me. But this one here, I was just playing around with the drone by the Model X. And we have
Shut up.
A Model S there's a Model S right next to us, and it might be a race.
No.
My wife is driving. Who knows? He's got you. Let him go. And he beat us.
That's on purpose.
If it was me, I would have got his ass. But all right, guys. So we're back in our hometown. Pretty long ride today, and so we got to go visit our florist. We got to eat lunch. I got to fly a drone. We had a Tesla race us, which we lost, but my wife wasn't really trying, but we did race them, and I'll put that video up here. And that's it for now. So we'll see you when we get to our place.
Thanks for watching our video. If you like our video, give us a thumbs up. If you like our content, subscribe to our channel.
And if you want to support us, go to patreon.com/TeslaTim. All right, guys, thanks for watching our video. Peace.
So